Is his father a blogger? Is his father a blogger? I will not kiss at noon. I will not kiss at noon. Should not wage war. Should not wage war. The food was prepared by the chef. The food was prepared by the chef. We must water the plants. We must water the plants. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet. You can use my phone. You can use my phone. Your grandfather was a landscape architect. Your grandfather was a landscape architect. How much does a can of soda cost? How much does a can of soda cost? I'm from Tokyo. I'm from Tokyo. I'm meeting my friends for lunch. I'm meeting my friends for lunch. If the weather is cold, wear a warm coat. If the weather is cold, wear a warm coat. It may not be the reason. It may not be the reason. Don't they rarely have to bother? Don't they rarely have to bother? Can we get this done at noon? Can we get this done at noon? We did not pay every day. We did not pay every day. Can it be fit? Can it be fit? Can they appreciate it? Can they appreciate it? Mind your own business. Mind your own business. Not in control at night? Not in control at night? Sometimes we go to the cinema. Sometimes we go to the cinema. May I ask you something? May I ask you something? I can study abroad next year. I can study abroad next year. Can I go to the USB port? Can I go to the USB port? I'm a fan of romantic comedies. I'm a fan of romantic comedies. I could go to school. I could go to school. The production design is top-notch. The production design is top-notch. We watch the sunset every evening. We watch the sunset every evening. I'm a fan of Dave Chappelle's. I'm a fan of Dave Chappelle's. What a talented musician. What a talented musician. I see people who are your family. I see people who are your family. We lived in London 2 years ago. We lived in London 2 years ago. His favorite food is pizza. His favorite food is pizza. How many brands were affected? How many brands were affected? We will not draw. We will not draw. Can I go to the default apps button? Can I go to the default apps button? Is your brother-in-law a founder? Is your brother-in-law a founder? I'm here for vacation. I'm here for vacation. I have a pack of socks. I have a pack of socks. I wouldn't wake up next year. I wouldn't wake up next year. He will become a merchant next year. He will become a merchant next year. His wife is the mayor. His wife is the mayor. Should you harvest at dawn? Should you harvest at dawn? That's interesting. That's interesting. Is his colleague an illustrator? Is his colleague an illustrator? I'll try this once and see if it works. I'll try this once and see if it works. He is successful in his job. He is successful in his job. I don't think knowledge is necessarily the best solution. I don't think knowledge is necessarily the best solution. His sister was a songwriter. His sister was a songwriter. Should we compete? Should we compete? That's for sure. That's for sure. The movie has a strong message. The movie has a strong message. It is impossible to talk about it. It is impossible to talk about it. It was nice to chat with you. It was nice to chat with you. Would you like some water? Would you like some water? I'd like to introduce you to my friend John. I'd like to introduce you to my friend John. Can't they add it immediately? Can't they add it immediately? Do you have fresh vegetables? Do you have fresh vegetables? I do not feel good. I do not feel good. Have a good weekend. Have a good weekend. Do you like going to parties? Do you like going to parties? I was born at 4 p.m. I was born at 4 p.m. It may not paint occasionally. It may not paint occasionally. Should not follow. Should not follow. They played video games all night. They played video games all night. He has no fever. He has no fever. Come to your senses. Come to your senses. Please call me back later. Please call me back later. You won't mention it later. You won't mention it later. I hope you feel better soon. I hope you feel better soon. We help them find their way. We help them find their way. Will he be in debt every year? Will he be in debt every year? You like reading books, right? You like reading books, right? Do you sell gift baskets? Do you sell gift baskets? Can he clean the windows at sunset? Can he clean the windows at sunset? I'm not quite over my ex. I'm not quite over my ex. Can complain. Can complain. Their cousin was a nutritionist. Their cousin was a nutritionist. The shop closes at 6 p.m. The shop closes at 6 p.m. The gift shop is on the ground floor, near the entrance. The gift shop is on the ground floor, near the entrance. You may appreciate it. You may appreciate it. We were walking in the rain. We were walking in the rain. I would prefer a refund. I would prefer a refund. He goes to the library every week. He goes to the library every week. Where do they live? Where do they live? Will they fall next year? Will they fall next year? He didn't conduct every year. He didn't conduct every year. I'm in the room where the television is. I'm in the room where the television is. Get to the point. Get to the point. Can I go to the login button? Can I go to the login button? My nephew was a gardener. My nephew was a gardener. My sister was a hydrologist. My sister was a hydrologist. Was his nephew a psychologist? Was his nephew a psychologist? I'd like a cup of coffee, please. I'd like a cup of coffee, please. You know what's going on. You know what's going on. Can we see the menu, please? Can we see the menu, please? I'm sure that. I'm sure that. How long will it take for me to recover? How long will it take for me to recover? She enjoys shopping. She enjoys shopping. Should he respond monthly? Should he respond monthly?